Four competitors think they have what it takes to be the chopped champion.
I want to show the judges that I can control these ingredients. They're not going to control me.
I have to bring everything that I have.
I'm kind of stretching my artistic license a little bit.
Good God, what is this?
I think it's absolutely delicious.
It's gonna be hard to send one of these guys home.
You're the judges. You have to make the call. Whose dish is on the chopping block? There are 3 rounds: appetizer, entree, and dessert. Each course in the meal comes with its own basket of mystery ingredients. You must use every ingredient in the basket in some way. Each round is timed. When the clock runs out, our judges will critique your dishes on presentation, taste, and also creativity. If your dish doesn't cut it, you will be chopped. And we have andouille sausage, lychees and syrup, jalapeno peppers, and canned cheese. Time starts now.
So I think andouille sausage over a potato hash.
I'm thinking jambalaya. I immediately cut up the andouille in little discs, and I put some chopped onions in with that. Then I start cooking my rice. I hope my rice cooks in 20 minutes time.
The andouille sausage, I definitely just want to get it cooked. It has some heat in it itself. So I grab an apple, some scallions, and I'm just composing a cooling element. And I think that paired with the lychee, it's gonna be a nice little salad.
I'm thinking comfort. I'm thinking andouille sausage with this potato, cheesy, very homey soup. So I grab red bliss potatoes, I grab Idaho potatoes.
So I decided with the lychees, I'm gonna make a great salsa with the jalapenos.
The potatoes are fork tender. I grabbed the chicken stock and half of the actual lychee broth to bring the sweet and salty factor to the soup. Heavy cream, some garlic, chives. And I'm gonna do a really, really small dice with some jalapenos.
Red jalapenos, I wanted to use it pretty sparingly. And I had a little mint with my salad.
I blanched the jalapeno peppers in hot water to diffuse some of the heat a little bit, and then chop them up and put them into the pan. I chop up the lychees and throw it in the pot. This is going to add a sweet note to the finished dish.
I'm working on the hash, and I realize, crap, there's a can of cheese. Oh, duh. Thinking, okay, I'm gonna put the cheese in the andouille. I start squirting the cheese, and this is going everywhere. Like, this is nasty.
Canned cheese, so lame. I could just turn it into a dressing for the salad. So I grabbed the soy, Dijon, salty. The soy was like really high sodium, and I was trying to curb it with the lychee syrup in there. And then I had the canned cheese.
1 minute.
I'm down to the wire, so I'm like, with cheese, this is the finishing touch.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Faster, 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 faster.
4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please step back. Chef Monica.
What I have for you today is cheese-stuffed andouille sausage with a lychee salsa over a potato onion hash.
Chef Kyle.
I have for you andouille sausage with lychee, red chili, and a sauce fromage.
Chef Danielle.
Today I'm serving you a potato and onion soup along with andouille sausage and jalapeno peppers.
And finally, Chef Billy.
This dish that I made today is andouille and lychee jambalaya with canned cheese.
Whose dish is on the chopping block? Chef Billy, you've been chopped.
Chef Billy, we really appreciate you bringing your New Orleans background to the table. Unfortunately, the rice was way underdone, and we felt that that was just hard to look over. So we are sorry, and that's why we had to chop you.
Well, it's certainly a blast being here today. It's fun. Good people. Thanks.
And we have buckwheat groats, Jew's mallow, hard cider, and elk tenderloin.
Crap.
Clock starts now.
Behind you.
So I'm gonna use fresh herbs and some dry spices because I don't want to take away from the natural mineral taste of the elk.
The buckwheat groats, I get them on with the beef stock, hot water, boom. Cooking it kind of like a risotto.
I get the water in the pan, and then I'm throwing the buckwheat in there. And I think incorporate the hard cider.
See how that works.
And then I grab the elk and I'm rubbing the paprika. I'm thinking
Oven roasted elk tenderloin.
The most tricky ingredient is definitely the jus mallow. It was very, very slimy, so I'm going to season it and reduce some of the slime factor.
The jus mallow was green and it was leafy. I'm just gonna put it in the groats. And then I noticed that it's very viscous, very strange.
Good God, what is this?
this jus mallow. It's weird. So I grab a sauce pot, throw in some butter, onions, red pepper, and the hard cider.
I need to get a good sear on this meat and make a sauce. I'm gonna use some Madeira shallots and some hard cider.
Hard cider, I'm just gonna make a reduction sauce.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
And I start saucing the plates, and I just make a big mess on my plate.
4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please step back.
Monica didn't get something on her plate.
I'm mad that I couldn't get the sauce on the plate, and there's nothing I can do.
Chef Kyle.
I have for you an oven-roasted elk loin served over barley groats with jus mallow folded into that, finished with an apple cider demi-glace.
Next, Chef Danielle.
Today I've prepared for you a pan-seared elk served alongside braised buttered buckwheat and wilted jus mallow.
And finally, Chef Monica.
I made for you a rosemary-infused buckwheat groat, a braised jus mallow, and oven-roasted elk tenderloin.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block? Chef Monica, you've been chopped. Judges?
Chef Monica, unfortunately, your dish today left us feeling a little incomplete.
Sure.
We would have really liked that sauce to connect all your flavors. The elk meat was slightly inconsistent. I have to commend you on your creativity. You brought a lot of extra pressure to your shoulders today.
Thank you very, very much.
And we have strawberry popsicles, blue corn chips, condensed milk, and celery. Time starts now.
Behind.
I grab my milk, I grab my cream, and this is gonna give me a nice creamy texture.
I'm starting to think about things that are comforting to me. So I think about bread pudding. My fondest memory would probably be helping my grandmother make a bread pudding for a church function. I fold in the condensed milk to kind of bring it all together.
The ice cream is really rich, it's really creamy. I need something to cut it. So I'm thinking celery reduction. I grab the white wine. I'm gonna knock the celery down. I need something a little moist to help puree it. And then I reduced it down.
The popsicles, they're melting, so I automatically gravitate to a sauce. I'm putting on apricot preserves and a little bit of chiffonade of mint.
The blue corn chips, it's got a nutty note, and it crisps up real great. I take that, I put it into some hot sugar. The sugar fuses to that, and then I add the spices to that.
Crumble comes into my mind as a finishing touch to the bread pudding. And then I think whipped cream, it's smooth, it's silky.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Chef Danielle.
I've prepared for you a classic bread pudding with a blue corn tortilla crumble topping and a strawberry popsicle coulis.
Next dessert, Chef Kyle.
What I have for you guys is strawberries and cream with spiced candied corn tortillas and celery marmalade.
Whose dish is on the chopping block? Chef Kyle, you've been chopped. Judges?
Kyle, you did a really, really good job today. We thought you had a slight edge in creativity. We thought she had a slight edge in taste. Presentation was very close. And then with the dessert, your ice cream was spectacular, but your celery wasn't.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
And that means, Chef Danielle, that you are the chopped champion, and you'll be going home with $10,000.
I'm never speechless. I'm sorry, but I am a little bit speechless.